Hey, hi, how are you? I am JadeFox Unfiltered, and welcome back, JadeFox. Man, I'm so sorry to have been gone for 2 weeks, but you know, it is Mardi Gras, or was Mardi Gras in Louisiana, and I had so much other stuff going on. I still got other stuff going on, so many weddings, funerals, everything, but you know, I was gonna talk about something else today, but then, you know, transsexual Paris Harley had to come with the bullshit. So I'm back here. Now, I know I said that I wouldn't report on Paris anymore, but I also said in my last video, if it was something newsworthy or something like that, then I would report on it, you know. And this is very newsworthy. It is extremely newsworthy. But yeah, so as you may have seen, you know, he decided to like cry wolf just randomly. You know, he just was up either this morning or last night talking about, oh my gosh, people are coming to my inbox and basically hitting him with all kind of slurs or something, you know, due to him being trans, even though at that point he never admitted to it. He just basically admitted to it. You know, nobody, what? So he likes to pride and he boasts about people don't believe it, no way, but yet people are coming to your inbox all the time. But either way, he put that on Keesha, and you know, he's basically blaming Keesha for referring to him as a him and for being a trans stalkerish, a trans stalker that's been stalking her and D for a year as a security, like some sort of security risk. Like being that is like a security risk, which it is, not just the trans part. Like you've said some horrible things about these kids. You've done terrible things, but they're more concerned about you being, you know, trans, and you wouldn't admit to it. I find that weird, but you know, they like to blame everything on Keesha. Like every single thing likes to be blamed on Keesha. But anyway, let's get into some stuff. First of all, he said this in a previous video.
Trans people and gay people are not the same thing.
Okay. You said something about trans people and gay people aren't the same thing, but now when you need the gay community, like this misgendering and all this other stuff you say that we're doing over here, that falls under like a lot of gay issues. But you're saying like trans people are in a whole class of themselves. Like, but you would not acknowledge being any of that because, okay, when it first came out that he was trans, he in turn denied it. He denied it. He would say things like, yeah, when you go to the dealership, you see, what do you see? A black woman. He didn't put the trans in front of that. And a lot of trans and TSs, they actually put the trans in front of that. He said, we're this. And he when somebody said something about him referring to Keesha as wig, he said, well, shoot, they refer to me as a man. When in all actuality he is. And he went as far as to get his best friend, Malibu Dollface, to get on his platform, Malibu's platform, and say that he was born a natural born woman. Now, keep in mind, Malibu Dollface is his best friend. Listen.
Like, oh, maybe this is why that girl keep coming for me and Bijan. Or Malibu. Why she keep coming for us?
Okay, Bijan. Bijan, meaning Malibu. And it's just, it's like I said, he's definitely talking about that person. And he also said this.
I got access to the community tab. Thank you guys for supporting my channel and blah, 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 blah. No, the first one was about me and my best friend.
Right. Best friend. Best friend. And he was talking about like my community post. He was talking about me. So, you know, somebody that's your best friend should know, they would know like what you got going on. And so that's another reason why he didn't want to see Ashley. Like, Ashley the Leeway came to Vegas like a few months ago, like before he was, I guess, comfortable with people knowing that he was trans, and he didn't want to see Ashley. And that was because he was still trying to hide the fact that he was trans, because in person, he is not giving girl. He's not giving girl at all. So he also said this about me, about filters, but at the same time, listen.
If you really that bitch, why you put the filter on?
He said, you're really not that bitch if you need a filter on, but this is his personal Instagram page, and the lashes falling off his fucking eyes. Like, what you mean? So it's so weird. He's more of a do as I say, not as I do type of person. But yes, in person, he's definitely given man. So he's actually had friends to try to lie. So he's only mad. He's only mad that he's been exposed because he doesn't want to be a trans person. He doesn't want to be a male. He doesn't identify with being a male. As a matter of fact, with all of the gay issues that's going on, he went to some women's rights march. He had to get on a plane and actually go fly out to a women's rights march. It's women's reproductive rights. With all the issues that gays have, he could have gone to any gay march. If he did, he never said nothing about that. But he made sure to let people know before it was like, it came out that he was really, really trans. Before he started to admit it, he went to some women's reproductive rights march. He's not a woman, and he does not have women reproductive organs. And that's a lot. That's not as serious as, you know, gays being killed and all this other stuff. So he's only pissed because he's butthurt that he is a man. You are a man. And so he keeps trying to, like, you know, bully us into try to make it seem like it's illegal what we're doing. But no. Like I posted in my community post, and I know that that was in California, but it's worse in Atlanta. Like, I know they say it's gay friendly, but you can't, that's Atlanta. You can't, it's not, I guess, Atlanta's fault or whatever if a bunch of gays and blacks migrated to that one city. You know, there's cities outside of that. They don't care about Atlanta anyway. So when we were going through the pandemic, they opened up Atlanta first because it's the South, number one. It's the blackest, gayest city in the South. They wanted to see if they started dropping like fly. Like even Texas didn't really open fully like that. They don't care about any of that. So I don't understand where he's coming from with this. No, there is no lawsuit or none of that. Like he's just, I don't see what he's trying to do here. Furthermore, he said something about you can't put all people in a box. Listen.
And it's just like you can't put all trans people in a box, just like you can't put all black people in a box. You can't put all white people in a box or whatever.
So basically, when we say he, and when we refer to Paris as he, like nobody has called him the F word or nothing like that, why does it have to be an attack on the whole gay community that he doesn't even identify with? Why does it have to be that? We were talking about you. We weren't talking about anybody else. It was you. So if you can't put this person in the box and black peppers in the box, why? Because we refer to you as he, because you are severely disrespectful. You have been stalking and doing all kind of crazy shit. It's you. We don't identify with you. We don't want you in no community. Definitely not with black women, you know? So I don't understand. So it's weird that they only want, like Michael Jackson did the same thing. So, you know, Michael Jackson, you know, never wanted to have too much to do with, you know, blacks. You know, all his wives were white, and Elizabeth Taylor, all the friends and stuff were white, and he hung around with white people, and he liked white kids. He didn't hang around with black kids for quite some time. He was cool with that. You know, he was very much cool with that until he got his last court case where he was being a ... to white kids. So then he went to the NAACP for help. But at first he was just like, oh, there's no color. There's no color. Love didn't see no color, and there was no color until you needed to go to the NAACP for help. So Paris does not identify as being gay and does not identify as being a man. First of all, how is that so? If I've heard you talk about the type of people that you like. You were saying, oh, I like a tall man with a beard and all this other stuff. Those are men. And you are another man. That is gay. That is homosexual. I don't understand. Like, that is homosexual. So it's not our fault that you don't live your truth. Part of being gay is pride. It's having pride. But you have no pride. You are very butthurt that you are a man. And it's okay to be trans. It's okay to be a man. But you feel it's not okay for you to be as such. That is crazy. So, yeah, he did all of that. And then speaking of misgendering, first of all, you know what? If Paris was actually a woman, I think that he would be homophobic. I really believe that he would be homophobic, transphobic. He would be all that because he's a very disgusting person. He stalks and he talks badly about kids, and we're going to get into that. Because he did what Malibu said that you shouldn't do. You use the gay community as a dig, because he said that Jeremy Postel, Keesha's man, was a bottom. Not only did he say he was gay, but he made sure to know what kind of gay. He specified what kind of gay he was. He didn't want to say, well, you some type of top or nothing like that. He called him a bottom, and Paris is a bottom. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not topping nobody, Paris. So basically, he used it as an insult. So I guess he feels the most disgusting thing you can be is a bottom gay man. That's what he referred to Jeremy as. So now you're running back to the gay community to try to get help that you don't identify with the gay community. You say they're not the same and trans people are different. So, I mean, I just think that's crazy. So let's also get into other things. So while he's saying with words, I want y'all, I hate to even put this out here, but I'm going to have to get y'all to listen to this. Like, he said some very, very, very sexual things about Mink Mob D's little boy, Mink Mob Dylan. And I'm sorry for laughing at that, but I'm laughing because I called him Mink Mob Dylan. That's weird. He never did lashes. But anyway, so he said some very terrible things. First, he sent a text message. He sent the text message. In the text messages, he was saying sexual things about Mink Mob D's child and kept saying words like, save Dylan, save Dylan, save Dylan. He also said this.
Instead of going up to him.
DJ, nah, DJ, let them go. DJ, don't do that.
Who the fuck you think you talking to? I'm not the motherfucking one. Nobody gonna play with me. I don't give a fuck. Man, save Dylan.
Good. You feel good
Save
about
Dylan.
the name, you pedophile?
Somebody said that someone's gonna play your son, and you didn't do nothing about it. And you came at a.
That was pretty painful to even have to hear. So, okay. Mink Mob D got that nasty text message like a few minutes, an hour or something before that little altercation took place. Okay. So before that altercation took place, Paris had never said on his platform anything about save Dylan, save Dylan, save Dylan. Never said anything about that. The first time we were hearing save Dylan was through that nasty text message. He tried to say he don't know who sent it, but how he don't know who sent the text message. So basically he said it could be somebody in his family. So he didn't know who he sent D's number to, which relative he sent D's number to, and then he would have had to have gone to that family member and explain who explained to her or him who D was and why they needed to, who Dylan was and why he needed to be saving. So it's weird that somebody in a text message that they sent to D, because he has D's number, would get that. And then all of a sudden, the same thing that was in the text message was regurgitated. He said it to Mink Mob D's face, and he kept just saying, Zolo wanted to do this to your son. It's so fucking disgusting. It's really disgusting. But he could say that about kids, okay? So then, he also said this in concerns to what he said about D's child and his right to basically say all that. Listen.
I didn't send them text messages, but if I did, so what? I wouldn't care. I can say whatever I want to you because you've been playing with my family all year.
And he said, and if he said that disgusting stuff, so what? If he said something about child P-wording and M's and stuff like that, so what? That is perfectly acceptable because he has been into an ongoing verbal altercation or just any type of altercations with D for years. So that it's justified that being said about her child. So if you can say all this nasty stuff about her child, this sexual stuff about her child, why can't someone refer to you as to what you truly are? Like you're truly a man. So I don't get it. Which one? So basically, transgenders or lack thereof, depends on what he wants to identify as next, or gays or whatever, they should be more protected than little children. You are spreading a false narrative about this girl's child. You're saying that she's doing this, that, and the third, and you're getting on several platforms where he said, he repeated it so many times. Zolo blanked your child up the blank. Zolo said he was going to blank. He kept saying that nasty shit. That is a lot nastier and a lot crazier and will attract a lot more predators to Mink Mob D and her child than basically referring to somebody who are what they are. And like I said, there's no protection when it comes to that. Like, and then when they say misgendering, it's only, you know, getting towards the danger zone when it causes somebody to lose certain services, or like basically like in schools or jobs or something. Like basically if this affects somebody's job or affects somebody's health care in a very bad way or something like that. It has nothing to do with vanity or on social media what somebody refers to you as, especially if you are a man. So yes, he just got mad because he did not want nobody to know that he was a man. He don't want nobody to know he's a man. He's butthurt over being that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. So he still to this day, I mean, he's actually just said, you know, misgendering, but he just won't say, yes, I'm a proud transgender. He just cannot bring himself to say it. So because you're having some type of identity crisis, that has nothing to do with this, with us. Like, live in your truth. Just live in your truth. It's not hard to do. Like, it's not bad being that. So yeah, I mean, I just find that just disturbing. So you want everybody to feel sorry for you, and you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Like, you are a man. You always will be a man. And this is why a lot of gays and transgenders or something like that are hurt, because I feel like they don't do it just because, oh, this is how I feel. It's because their dating pool really sucks. Like, the gay men don't want them. The straight men don't want them. So they got to get like these trashy DL guys, or just somebody who's not really gay, just coming out of jail or something like that, they got to take care of. So they're trying to open up the playing field. So they're like, no, see me as a woman. So I feel it's just something used to trick straight guys. And once straight guys find out about stuff like that, there's been like so many fatal things that have happened to transgenders. But if you just live in your truth, just say a trans woman. That's all you got to say is a trans woman or something like that. But until that, you're a man, because you don't know what you want to be. You don't know if you want to be gay. You don't, even though you like men, you haven't said, okay, I am trans. Like, only thing you said was, I am a woman. Like, and they called me, he even said, to refute everything, okay, well, just call me Paul. Okay, so now that we're calling you Paul, you know, you don't like it. But live in your truth, Paris. Keesha has nothing to do with anything about you being a man. Stop trying to make a formerly gay woman seem like some type of homophobe. We have all gone through all of the gay slurs, every last one of us. Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, we've all been called the D word or something else. Like, we're all discriminated. But see, we lived in our truth. I didn't tell people I was a man and I really was a woman. No, it's the only problem is you just need to live in your truth, Paris. You need to live in your truth. Because like I said, you're not giving girl anyway. And I mean, that's all I can say about that. But I will hit you guys with another video. I hope I didn't leave anything out. But I will hit you guys with another video this week. Probably 2 of them, because I'm trying to play catch up. So thank you guys for watching. And girl hands. Not identified as girl hands. Actual the fuck girl hands. Okay. Bye.